What a joy, what a blessing it is for me to stand here and look upon so many faces of persons whom I'm beginning to know by name, and certainly knowing many of you because we keep crossing paths. And so this is great. It is good that we have exceeded the expectations of the planning committee. What would have been awful is that we would have had many empty seats in here. So this is a good thing. This is a good thing. Let me then, secondly, say how good God is. Can you just imagine? God has decided that each of us would have another chance of being a part of the creation by being in 2010. I was talking with my wife this week, and I was reflecting on some persons, some personal friends of ours who are not here any longer. And so it began to make me think about how God has smiled upon Marcus to make 2010 available for me to have another chance. And so it is so good to stand here in 2010 because God has decided that he still has other plans for us. And so God, in her wisdom, has decided that Marcus will have another chance. Then let me, as your bishop, and on behalf of Bishop Hassinger, thank you for the outpouring of ways in which so many of the congregations have been supportive of the efforts in Haiti. Many of you have gone beyond the call of what we have asked. What a joy, what a blessing to know that our congregations are reaching out to help others, especially at these critical days in which we live. I was watching on CNN, and the three presidents, many of you probably saw, when they came together and were talking about the effort of how we would as a nation try to make some concerted efforts to be of help. For a moment there, I was very happy when I heard the words of the former President Bush when the question was asked, what about faith groups? And he said that faith groups were there before and faith groups will be there afterwards. For a moment I said how he sounded like a good Methodist. We were there before and we will be there afterwards. That's who we are. And so we ask for your continuous prayers and support of our sisters and brothers in that part of God's world. Let me then also thank the members of New Act, the team that continues to work on your behalf. What we are doing didn't start 2 days ago. You've been on this journey now for 3-4 years because of women and men who have sacrificed so many of their good hours to help us to be even where we are today. I'm indebted to Deborah for consenting to be our transitional officer, the one to help us to kind of knit this all together. And so what I want to do is to ask all of those members of New Act to stand for a moment and to remain standing. Deborah and your team, Jan, I'm sure they're not shy. All of the members of New Act, and just remain standing, because I want you to see these persons. These are the ones, and Ann is our staff person who is in the rear, who helps us in so many ways. Mark is sitting over there, but Mark and Sherry, Um, Now, I'm not going to ask you to do any exercise. I just want you to stand. I know you can stand for a few minutes. Now, what I would like to do is to invite those persons who are on the various subgroups. For example, those who are on the Personnel Committee, the Nominations Committee, Assets Allocation, Joint Distribution. If you serve on any of those subgroups, would you stand? And remain standing also. I'm not going to keep you up long. Now I would like to invite all of the members of our extended cabinets from the Albany and New York West area to stand. Those members of our extended cabinet. I don't think they've forgotten David. I think David is still serving. Okay. We have that kind of relationship of fun. Won't you show your appreciation to these folk who do so much on your behalf?